share my screen. So good evening, everyone. Again, this is the fourth week and last week of this webinar series. This is the last session today, and we'll be talking about the journal selections for our publications. What kind of journals we should select and how to select a journal, what is relevant to our topic, our research or our review paper or anything. How does it match to our scope? We have to look at few things before uh, selecting a journal. We cannot simply send our manuscript or our papers to any journal. So it is a little tricky process and little hectic. So uh, everyone cannot do that in one shot. So let's go and we'll discuss and we'll make it easy for you guys. And today I'll also talk additionally,
Huh?
it was not in the syllabus actually. I mean in the four sessions, but I have added the online easy referencing system.
சாரி நான் அவனை சேர்த்துக்காதுன்னு சொல்லி பேசிட்டு
Okay, so I will mute a few people who are speaking. I'm sorry, but please, we can keep silence. Yeah. So, online easy referencing techniques, because if we are not expert in Mendeley, or if we are not expert in Jotero, or if we are not expert in EndNote, we need to do some, manual referencing sometimes. If it is like 20 or 30 references, we don't want to go to the specific tools, or we don't want to use the tools because those are typical. And if sometimes we want to adjust the references, it is tough to adjust in the final manuscript, right? So I'll just talk about the online easy referencing techniques as well. So I'll just make it full screen. So as I do not have any conflict of interest, so first topic is journal selection for the research publication. How to select a good journal? Do you know there are more than 50,000 journals published every year? More than 50,000 journals. And these 50,000 journals, they publish more than 2 million articles annually. More than 2 million research articles annually in different fields like medical science, social science, political science, and and technology, every field. But there are more than 50,000 journals. Correct. So how to select a good journal? How to select a journal which is suitable to our manuscript, which is suitable to our title of the manuscript, or our area, or our scope. So while looking at these things, we have some checklist what we should look into a journal. First is about ensure your indexation preferences. What are your indexation preferences? If whether it is given by the university, whether it is given by some other organizations where you are working, so they have some indexation preferences. Like in Manipal, we have Scopus indexed. Our articles should be at least Scopus indexed, PubMed is the indexed, or Web of Science WOS, right? So we should ensure our indexation preference where we are going to publish. Okay, first checklist. If it is indexed in Scopus, let's find out the journals. Then make a list of available journals in your subject area. Then you will go like, okay, now I'm from the cardiology. I will select the cardiology journals only. Correct. Optometry or ophthalmology journals. If someone is from physiotherapy, they will select physiotherapy journals, right? If their research, if they're working in physiotherapy and like their research is on diabetes, they will search something on diabetes and physiotherapy. So they will make a list of available journals in the subject area, and they will survey the types of article published in them. So what are the types of article? It doesn't mean that if you have selected some diabetic journal, it will be suitable to your article. Some cardiac journals or diabetic journals, or every journal, they have the specific article type by article type published in that. Some journals publish only basic research, some journals publish only genetics, some journals publish only clinical research, right? So we have to select the article types. Some journals only publish experimental part. Some journals are only for the review papers and systematic reviews in that area. So after the area also, you have to survey the types of article which is the journal publishing generally, correct? Then after that, you have to make sure the aim and scope of the journal, if it is matching your study or not. After selection of a journal, there will be the scope of the journal. So scope of the journal, sometimes they keep the wide, they keep it is very narrow scope. I'll give an example. Wide scope means there are some multidisciplinary journals which are publishing genetics, which are publishing basic research of the same disease, which are publishing clinical research, which are publishing experimental research, or there are multidisciplinaries. Like some journals are publishing optometry, even in the physiotherapy, even in the diabetes, even the technology. you know so like I can remember one name, an international journal of you know uh, some pharmaceutical technology, you know pharmaceutics and technology. So they include everything. That kind of journals are multidisciplinary journals, but you have to match your scope. If the journal scope is matching your article, right? If it is publishing the specific article in the basic science, if you have done something on animal studies, or if you have done something in the lab. So if they're publishing laboratory studies or not, if they're just publishing the hospital related studies, so that scope you have to match with the journal's scope. Then it is types of article done. Then after that, you have selected a journal. After selection of a journal, you have to look about few processes, few instructions in the journal. Then only you can go for that, if it is suitable to you or not. First is peer review process. If the journal is peer reviewed or not. If the journal is peer reviewed, then how much time it is taking, how many months it takes, and how many reviewers they review your article. So what is the process? You just find out the peer review process. Every journal, if they are clear, if they are good, if they are reputed journals, they give the peer review process, complete peer review process. Will show that. Then if they have clearly mentioned about the instructions to authors, some journals they just copy from the ICGME. ICGME is an organization which actually regulate all the journals. This is international journal of journal of international consortium of journal editors. So they actually regulate the journals. So you have to ensure if the journal has clearly instructed the authors, like how to prepare the manuscript, where to submit the manuscript, and how to select the authors and how to select the reviewers, and how to frame your tables, and how to submit your figures. Sometimes they ask inside the manuscript. Sometimes they ask to upload separately. So the instructions should be very clear. It should not come in the review again and again, like, oh, you did not do like this, your figures are inserted in the manuscript, you could have keep outside, you have to do this, you have to do this. So the journals should clearly mention their instructions to the authors. So you have to look at that part also, if they have clearly mentioned the instructions, or if they're just misguiding you. If they're misguiding you, means there is something a big problem. It can be a big problem for you in the future. And then you have to look at the open access options. If the journal is providing open access journal options, or if they're just asking for money. Sometimes nowadays everyone is making business. They just keep open access journal, and they just charge $500, $600, $1,000. If there are Indian journals, they just ask you about 10,000 INR or 15,000 INR. So, but the reputed journals and the good journals, they do not ask for they do not force you to go for open access. They have both the options. Whether you can publish your study without open access, or you can choose open access if you have funds, right? Then you can look into the audience or readership of the journal. Readership of the journal means what kind of readers, what kind of peers they have, they follow the journals. So it is given in the journal website. I'll show you. And information about the publisher. See, some that is very important. Some journals, some predatory journals, some fake journals, they do not show the information about publisher. They do not give the phone numbers, they do not give the email IDs, or they just give some fake email IDs, or they just you know they do not mention even publisher's name. So you should never go to the journal which is not showing the information about the publishers. Okay, you should never go to that kind of journals. And then you should look for the time for peer reviews. If journal is taking like 1 or 2 months, then it's fine, you can go for. If you have the patience, you can even wait for the 5 to 6 months or 4 months. But if they are taking too much time, that means you cannot wait. You cannot wait for a year or 2 years. Few journals are taking even 1 year, 2 years. I recently retracted my paper from Indian Journal of Medical Research, IGMR, that is ICMR journal actually. IGMR is ICMR journal, and one of the best journal in India. But I have submitted my manuscript in 2019 February. You won't believe, almost 2 years, 1 year 10 months over. I did 5 revisions, and still they did not publish it. You know, Still they did not publish it. Repeatedly in last 6 months, they sent this manuscript for 5 reviewers, and still they were just negative reviews. I don't know what was the reason, but even a few other manuscripts also they do the same. So I did not have the patience. So after 1 year and 10 months, I just retracted my paper from them, because now I have the follow-up data also. That time I just published, I just sent the initial baseline data, but now I have 2 years follow-up. So I will add the follow-up data and I'll send to some other good journal. So you have to look at the time for peer review also. Sometimes we make the bad decisions just looking at the title of the journal, or just looking at the reputation of the journal. But we should look at these points also: time of the peer review, and then what are the acceptance and rejection rates. So some journals, they show that they are accepting only 15% of the manuscript. Some journals show that they are accepting only 50%, or and some journals are accepting 70% of the manuscript. So the journals who are accepting, which are accepting 70 to 80% of the manuscript, that means they are just there to earn money, right? I mean, they are not filtering the manuscript nicely. They are not reviewing the manuscript nicely, or they do not have the good peer review process. Correct. So we have to look at that also. Ideally, if journals are accepting 40 to 60% or 30 to 60%, that means the ideal journal rate. But if they are like accepting only 10% or 5% or 15%, that means the journals are very high-fi, like NEJM or Nature. People get scared even after listening the names. Okay, why we should send to NEJM, or why we should send to Nature journals, right? But it's not like that. You can send it, you can give it a try. Okay. So what is indexation we are talking about? Indexation journal means the journal has gone through, and the journal has gone through and passed a review process of certain requirement done by the indexer. What are these requirements? These requirements are regulations, some regulations for the publication. Review process means there are your peers, there are the experts who will check your manuscript for the scientific writing. They will check your manuscript for the results. They will check your manuscript for the grammar and statistics. If everything is fine, they will validate your manuscript. So peer review process is exactly the validation of your manuscript. So if they validate, or they give their comments like, oh, there are some flaws, there are some mistakes, so you can review it and you can revise it, right? So after revision, they may accept, and they accept sometimes if there are some small flaws, there are some minor corrections. But if your manuscript has some major corrections, they may not accept. Correct. And indexation reflects the quality of paper published. Indexation is actually the journal's reputation. So many papers, many journals, they're not Scopus indexed, or they are not Web of Science indexed, or they are not PubMed indexed. So if they're PubMed indexed, means they are reputed journals, means their papers, their articles, their manuscripts go through the review process. They go through the regulations, proper regulations. The expert has checked them, right? And we usually follow Scopus, Web of Science, and PubMed. These are the best 3 indexations in the world. Now, impact factor. Impact factor means the metrics of citations. It is nothing like it is the citations received by the journal article in proportion to the number of citation articles in published in past 2 to 5 years. I'll give you an example. It is very simple. If the journal has published 100 articles in past 2 years, and if your 100 articles in total they got 200 citations, means the impact factor will be around 2. Correct. So this matrix comes from the citations per article or citations per year. So there are two types of citations: citations per article or citations per year. Correct. So again, the impact factor reflects the reputation of the journal, quality of the journal, peer review process of the journal. Because if they are publishing very unique studies, very good studies, the studies who have the potential to our research area, right? So that is like that increases the quality, that increases the reputation of the journal, and it reflects the appreciations and readership quality. If the journal impact factor is high, then people will go and read because they will feel like okay, I got the authentic information in this journal, I'll get some authenticity in this journal because it has the good impact factor, because people cite this journal, people cite the articles from this journal. So the readership is good, peer review is good, peer review process is really good. So that's why the impact factor actually reflect the appreciations and readership quality and the visibility, and again the indexation. What is peer review process? The whole idea of a peer review process is to validate, as I was telling, validate the written investigate finding from an author group. Like if some author or the group of authors, they have written something, and it is validated by a group of experts or referees, group of experts or referees, for what? For relevance, novelty and accuracy. In relevance, novelty and accuracy, they just check your manuscript methodology if it is correct, statistics if you put the correct, and the scientific language if they if it is a good journal, very good journal, they actually do not look at the scientific the grammar or language. They will tell you like this journal article should go through a best grammatical corrections, they will ask you, but they will not reject you on the basis of your grammatical mistakes. If your article has a good potential, if you have good statistics, if you have good results doesn't mean the negative or positive. Good results means you should have your article should have potential. you know it should show something unique, it should show something novel, right? And it should be accurate through the best statistical part, so and best methodological part. So they look at these things, and the whole process done will be done by the experts or referees. Okay, so this is the peer review process. Then we'll go to the acceptance rate. So as it might seem obvious that journals with lower acceptance rate are considered to be more prestigious and meritorious. Why? Okay, NEJM, they accept only 10 to 15% of articles per year. Nature just accept 5 to 10% of articles. If you are submitting, if they are like we are, if they accept, if they get 100 articles, they just accept 5 out of 100. You know, so they are very prestigious or meritorious, but it doesn't mean it is not they are selecting 5 or 10 articles, 5% or 10% articles. That doesn't mean that your article is not good. It is about their criteria, it is about their publication criteria. They cannot publish more than that journals. Sometimes the top class journals, they maintain their review process, they maintain their quality by accepting only few journals, few articles, because they have to go through the best peer review. You will not believe, the New England Medical Journal, NEJM, has the impact factor of more than 50, and they accept 5 to 10% of articles. Why? And you won't believe that their peer review process, how much time they take? Only 10 to 15 days. Only 10 to 15 days review process in NEJM, and they will just reject or accept your article, because they have the quality process. They have the manpower, they have the quality process and experts, they have the you know the good process actually. So they do it fast, but they accept only the creamy layers. Correct. But up to 90% rejection rate is not actually not actually from the top tier journals, except these NEJM and Nature, but even the impact factor of BMJ and others are like more than 10, and they usually reject only 50% of the articles. So 50% of the articles means it should be potential, but they do not reject all the articles. They correct you. They will send the corrections. They will send the revisions, and then you can go for the articles. So here, this is the most important slide for today. In Indian scenario, actually Manipal usually they prefer WOS, Web of Science, or they prefer Scopus or PubMed. But in India, for MBBS, for medical, for everyone, UGC is the regulatory body, and they have their own UGC care list. You can follow that. Internationally, UGC care list is accepted. Maybe it's not accepted in university, but internationally, UGC care list is accepted. Again, there is one thing. UGC care list is nothing but it is copied from the Scopus. They have collaborated with Scopus and Web of Science. So it has, combinedly done by the Web of Science and Scopus journals, right? So it is not like they have included all the journals or they have included the waste journals. No, UGC care list has the purest and the best journals list. Okay, I'll go through, and this is the recommended, we can say indexed list in India. If you publish this, it is acceptable all over India and it is acceptable internationally. Correct. And then, but it depends on the university also, because your university will not give you credit if you do not publish in, WS or Scopus. So that's very important. But these are the search databases. We'll go one by one. And these are some other databases from specific publishers, like Elsevier has their journal finder, and EndNote has their manuscript matcher, or Springer has their journal suggester, and University of Washington has their Florisoa. So they have their different articles and publishing factors. So one sec. Yep. Okay. So they have their journal searches. Okay. Now I will share the screen, a different screen. It is where I'll show you the hands-on practice we'll do. Okay, let's go here. Yeah. Okay. So we were talking about the UGC care list. UGC care list. Okay, UGC care list. Yes. So UGC care list will come here at the UGC site. Okay, UGC is University Grant Commission. So you can see here, guys, you can keep off your mics, please. Okay, no worries. So here you can see, University Grant Commission. Now you have to click here. UGC approved list of journals has been replaced by UGC care list by on like 2019 June right now. Next, it will open the next thing, next tab. So you can see here, this side, you can see here important notice, right? In important notice, you can see here the UGC list has only two groups. One is UGC care list group 1, UGC care list group 2. So we have to choose UGC care list 1, and UGC care list 2 is nothing but it will direct you to, Scopus sources, right? Scopus sources. UGC care list 1 will come here, this side. You can see in the left side, UGC care list group 1 here, here. Then let's search, correct? So it will redirect you to Savitribai Phule Pune University. This university is handling the UGC care list, and this university is actually collaborated. This university is actually government university, so they are handling this UGC care list. Now you can see at this screen there are 5 scopes, 5 types of journals. We can say 5 classes of journals. First is science, then social science, art and humanities, multidisciplinary, Indian language. So we belongs to science. Let's go to the science journals. Okay, it is very easy to search your journal in the science. Now you can see the next tab. Here there are 408 journals in science group, right? So out of these 408, how you will search your, you can tell me one, your subject area. I will search, like if I go to the medicine, right? If I search here in the search, if I type medicine, all the medicine journals will open, right? All the medicine journals will open, correct? So now you can see here. Okay, let's try any journal. Let's try this current medicine and research and practice. So here you can see, here you can see the journal title. Here you can see the publisher. What is the publisher? Who is publishing the journal? Here you can see the ISN. Here you can see the online ISSN number. And here you can see the view, full journal. So let's click on anything. Current Journal of Medicine, current medic. Okay, no, not this. This is Elsevier. So we can say there also. So let's open one Indian journal. Archives of Medicine and Health Science. Yanopoya University is publishing this journal, right? So it is opening here. Yes, you can see here. Journal title is Archives of Medicine and Health Sciences. Publication language English. Publisher Yanopoya University. ISSN number this. Online ISSN number is this. Discipline Science. Subject Medicine all. Focus subject medicine miscellaneous. Okay, so now if you want to see the journal list completely, click on the journal title. It will automatically redirect you to the journals title page, journals home page, right? So you can see here about the journal completely. You can see here about the journal here, you know so like instructions to the authors, you can see here, you know like if they take what type of manuscript they take. And about the journal, scope of the journal, I was telling, scope of the journal includes dental, physiotherapy, nursing, medical science, allied health sciences. So this is multidisciplinary. This is kind of multidisciplinary here. See, you can see AMHS invites concise, succinct, and educative papers covering the diverse fields of internal medicine, clinical, and allied health sciences, including nursing, physiotherapy, dental, and medical education. So you can see here, editorial and peer review process is written here completely. Clinical trial registry, authorship criteria. You can see everything in the instructions to the author. Here they have given the submit article. If you click at the submit article, it will redirect you to the submission process. Archives. Here you can see what are the papers published in current issue. And here you can see editorial board completely. So you can see here, everything is clearly mentioned. Everything is clearly mentioned. So there is nothing confusing. They are not misguiding you, right? That's why they are peer reviewed and they are in the UGC list, right? So let's close the UGC list. I think you are now good to go and find out the UGC care journals, right? Now next is very much important, Scopus. If you are searching simply in Google, if you are simply searching in the Google that, oh, I want to search some, Scopus index journal for physiotherapy, you will get hundreds, and every journal they write sometimes Scopus. Whether they have, they were in Scopus in 2010, they were in Scopus in 2015, they are not in Scopus now, they are thrown out from the Scopus. But still, if you search in the Google, it will show Scopus indexed, and you will be, diverted. Okay, this journal is very good and accepting in 15 days, and they're just charging 3,000 rupees. Let's go to this journal. No, you have to authenticate the information. So how to authenticate? You have to go to Scopus site. You have to go to scopus.com. Here you can see, you can go to the sources. You can follow my cursor here, sources, at the right upper side. Click on the sources. There is nothing. Then you can, in the sources here, you can select anything like your subject area. If you directly want to search your journal in Scopus, you can search here, right, with the subject area. Like if you want to search in the cardiology, let's search in the cardiology, right? Medicine. Yeah. So yes, there are the 12,866 journals in the medicine, right? Correct. It is by subject area. Now, if you know, now, if you know the publisher, like Bentham publisher, okay, Bentham, right, okay, let's go with the publisher. If you know, if you want to know from some specific publisher, so Bentham publisher, publishes almost 230 journals. 230 journals, you can select out from that. Okay, and the next very best part, if you want to search by the journal name, you know if you have ISSN number, you can search. If you have the title, like if you are searching with title, you will get everything by journal list, also by publisher, by SSN, you will get a name of the journal, and you can see everything there. I'll show you how to go for that. Let's go to the best journal. I'll search the Journal of American College of Cardiology, right? If you can tell me any name, I will search your journal also after this. Okay, Journal of American College of Cardiology, College of Cardiology, right? This is a journal. Just click on this. It will open the journal. Here it's opened. Now, how to see if the journal is Scopus indexed and when it was? So just click on this. Now complete information is here, guys. How to verify your journal if it is Scopus indexed or not. So the Journal of the American College of Cardiology is Scopus coverage from 1983 to present. So Scopus index from 1983 to present. Publisher Elsevier. ISSN number is this, and online SSN number is this. Now you can go here, you can see site score is 29. 29. So every article is almost getting citation of 29, right? So rank here, you can see rank here. You can see you can follow my cursor. You can see the rank here. It is under the medicine, and see subject area. Subject area you can see here. Subject area is cardiology and cardiovascular medicine. They just publish cardiology and cardiovascular medicine related articles. So yeah, now here is rank. The rank of the journal is number one. This is the number one in this subject area. This is the number one in this subject area, and it is on the 99th percentile, means Q1 journal. This is Q1 journal. Okay, how to search the Q1 and Q2 journals, I'll show you that also. Okay, so now if you want to see the citation methodology and all, or the rank of the journal, you can go here. You can click on the 1 second, site score and rank trend here. Now we are seeing site score. Now we can click on the site rank. So in the cardiovascular and cardiology, this category, in this cardiology and cardiovascular medicine, the Journal of American College of Cardiology is number one out of 324, right? Number two is circulation. Number three is European Heart Journal. Number four is European Journal of Heart Failure. So percentile, how to select the percentile? Percentile is nothing. There are 4 percentile out of 100. If you see 25, 25, 25. So top 25 comes under Q1. Next 25% comes under Q2. And the next 25% comes under Q3, and the last 25% comes under Q4. Like 75 to 99 percentile Q1, 50 to 75 Q2, 25 to 50 Q3, and less than 25 percentile is Q4, right? So this 99th percentile here, you can see here, right? So here, now these are till this vascular health and risk management, it is Q1. But after this, Q2, these all journals are Q2. And after that, there are after this 50%, after this 50 yeah, here 51, after this 50%, Q3. And if we see at the end 15 14 percentile, their citation score is also 0. So this Perfusion Germany and CJC Open, and this where we did not heard their name, so they are in the Q4. We can see at the citation score also. So as the rank will increase, citation score will increase and percentile will increase. Correct. So you can check the rank also, and you know quartile also. Now, Scopus content coverage. You can see here documents. How many documents they have published? In 2019, they have published 998 articles. In 2018, they have published 1019 documents. It is, it is not exactly relevant, but sometimes it is relevant because, some journals who, come into the Scopus for a year or two, they just, try to publish thousands of the articles. If they are publishing 100 articles per year, they try to make money and publish 2000 articles in a month. I'll give you an example here. I'll show you the example here. You must have heard about this JCDR of India, Journal of Cardiac Disease and Research. Cardiac Disease and Research? No, Journal of, um, not exactly cardiac, that was something, I'll just search, JCDR journal. I'll just tell you the name of this journal. Journal of Clinical and Diagnostic Research. Yeah. Journal of Clinical and Diagnostic Diagnostic Research. Here, correct? Now open this journal. Sorry, open this journal. Right here is the journal. This is Indian journal. Click on this. I'll show you how they make this. So this journal was Scopus indexed from 2009 to 2018. 2009 to 2018. So coverage discontinued in Scopus. Published in Delhi, they have the good ISSN number and everything. But what was the reason behind throwing out? You can see here. Scopus content coverage. See, 2009 they have published 129 articles. 2010 278 articles. Even now, after this 2012, suddenly suddenly their number of articles, when they came into Scopus, they started making money, and like they were publishing more than 1000 articles in a year, more than 1000 articles in a year, almost 100 articles per month they were publishing. They were just taking money. Whatever you send, they will accept. They will not do anything. They will accept your articles in 2 months and publish it. They were not following anything. So in 2008, you won't believe, guys, but in Manipal, I know almost 400 articles were published in 2016, 17, and 18. Almost 400 articles from Manipal University were published in this, because it was the easiest journal in India, or to get published in Scopus. It was the easiest journal. We had to pay 3,500 and it was getting published. So when this Scopus came to know about this fraud, they have immediately removed that in 2018. So we have to look at this flow also. Like if they have started making money, see, this is a very big variance. 389 to direct 600, 600 to direct almost 900, 900 to direct 1300, 1300 to 1600. Every year they're increasing like 400 or 500 articles. It doesn't make sense, right? They should maintain a flow. So that's why we check out for the journal article acceptance flow, correct? So it is Scopus. Let's go back to the uh, journal of American Journal of Cardiology, because I have to show you some more things in the American College of Cardiology. Yeah, no. How to go deeper, the things we were discussing. Yeah, the American College. Um, yeah, let American. Yeah, let's click on this. Okay, here is the journal. Open this journal. Now you can go to the journal homepage from here only. It will redirect you to journal homepage. So this journal is published by, Science Direct. Now you can see here, guides for authors. If you click on the journal's homepage, this is the homepage of the journal. You can see here. Now, if we go to find out some more information about this, then you can get it here. here. Here you will get all the information about the journal's home page. So here you can see site score is 29, impact factor is 20.589, 20.589. 5 years impact factor is 19.03, source normalized impact factor is 5.8, and view more journal insight. If you want to go for insight, like to check the percentile rate and publication timings and all, then click on the view more journal insight. Because you should, if you are sending your research, you should know everything about the journal. So now you can see here article influence alligator snip. Now see online publication time, speed of the journal. So previously, see, in 2015 the journal was taking around 10 weeks in first online. 2016 it was taking around 11 weeks. 2017 it was taking around 9.5 weeks. 2018 it was taking 10 weeks. 2019 the journal acceptance first week is like 11.8 week, means 12 weeks, means 3 months. So journal give you the first decision on your manuscript in almost 3 months. You can see here, right? And you can see metrics. Yeah, here you can see the timings, online timings ka definition also you can see here, right? Impact factor, speed, and let's go back. Okay, so here is everything. You can check about the reviewers or how they work, right? Now I want to tell you one more very important website to search the journals, and that is Simago. Simago journals. Simago journalist. Okay, SCIMAGO. This is the best thing where you can search your journals. Where you can search your journals. So how to search the journals in Simago? Go to the journal ranking. If you want to search by country, you can search the country. You can, but we have to search from the journals. Go to the journal ranking. Now you got to know about the UGC care, about the Scopus. Now we can search in the Simago. Okay, so it's very easy. Simago journal and country rank will come here. First column shows the subject area. It will ask you the subject area. Okay, you tell me what to search or what journals to search here. You can suggest me, because till now I was searching with my favorite list. You tell me, someone can tell me what to search. You want to search in
hello,
yes,
so can you hear me? Yeah. So can we have a look about International Journal of Current Research and Review?
International Journal of Current Research and Review. Let's see in Scopus or here?
Yes, sir.
Let's see in Scopus. Let's see in Scopus.
Yes, sir, fine. Scopus.
No, fine. Yeah. Let's see in Scopus. No, because according to the Manipal University, we need to search in Scopus, right? So
yes, sir. Yes, sir.
So International Journal of
Current Research and Review.
Current Research and Review. Yep, here. Here is your journal.
Yes.
Yeah. Sir. Yes, it is in Scopus indexed. Yeah, it is here from 2004. It was in 2014, and then from 2019 to present. It is still in the Scopus. 2019 to present, and it is yes, but citation score is very less. It is, I think, Q4 journal, right?
Yes, sir.
But it is Scopus indexed. Okay, you can search if you want to see the more things about this journal. You can go to the rank here. Here. Yeah, here in this list, in this journal biology list, biological science list, I think they have the top journals here, and this journals, if we see, is in the Q4 definitely, because citation is 1.1 only. It must be here. See, 199th. Okay. Yeah, you can see here. Yes. Got it?
Yes, sir.
Yeah. Yes. Okay, so all subject area here we can go for the now we can search like, okay, health professions. All the health professions we have searched. So out of health professions, if you have any subject categories, emergency medicine, medical terminology, occupational therapy. let's search in occupational therapy, right? Or something else? You can tell me something. Let's check in the occupational therapy only. Yep. So in occupational therapy, Journal of Occupational Rehabilitation is number one in the Q1. So you can see here, you can, why Simago journal list is very good, because it will show you the quartiles, it will show you the H index of the journal, it will show you the total citations, it will show you the impact factor, and where it is getting published. It is from Britain. So in this list, only 4 journals are Q1. That means in occupational therapy, there are only 18 journals, 16 or 18 journals. Yeah. There are only 18 journals in occupational therapy. So these first 4 are in Q1, and then next 5 are in Q2, and then next 5 are in 4 are in Q3, and next 5 are in Q4. So here we can see like that. Okay, if we check it out, Journal of Occupational Rehabilitation, H index 68, everything is here. Springer, New York, publisher. If you want to go to journal, click on the home page. It will redirect you to the journal. Yes, see you can share, you can see here everything. EC impact factor 2.19, 38 days it takes to the first decision, 38 days, and it takes 170 days from submission to acceptance. Submission to acceptance 170 days, around 6 months. Okay, and what are the charges? Let's check out the charges, fees and funding. You can see here. So this journal takes the open access, and it takes 2560 pounds. Let's check how much is in the rupees. 1 second, I'll just check it out in the rupees. Okay, how much they charge in I know how much they charge. So this journal charge almost 2.5 lakh rupees just to publish one paper, right? So we have to look at this also, like how much they charge and what are the publication charges. So based on the rank, they charge also. Charging is not just because of business. Sometimes some good journals, they pay to their reviewers also. Some journals, they pay to their reviewers also. So it doesn't mean that they are charging just for this, but these high, rate, or this high publication charges are definitely influenced, because if you are paying this much, if you are selecting open access while submitting your paper, they will definitely, respond to you, and they may even accept, because they are getting business, a good business. 2.5 lakh rupees in India is like you can buy a car, right? But I'll tell you, the government funds the journal publications in IITs and in NITs and NITKs or IIMs or AIMS. Government only funds the publications, you know. So that's why these good papers, so-called good papers, are coming from the big institutes. They publish anything because they have the good publication charges. That publication charges are funded by the ICMR and other CSIR or anything, other government organizations, because these organizations are government affiliated, IIMs, and IITs or NITKs or this NIITs or this AIMS or something. So they all are funded by the government. If you are in that, government funds you for the publication. Okay, let's go to this. I think that's over. So journal search, you can search in these three things: Simago, Scopus, and UGC Care. If you want PubMed, I told you that day, PubMed also you can search with the journal name, right? That day I told you about the okay, so let's share this again, right? Okay, so these are the other journal searches. We can go for the Elsevier to search Elsevier journals. We can go to the EndNote, we can go to the Springer and others. So one thing is there, something is called predatory journals. I was telling there are more than 50,000 journals published per year, and they are publishing more than 2 million articles, right? But these articles are, these journals are not legit. Legit means these journals are not peer reviewed, these journals are fake, these journals are just for money making. So these kind of journals comes under the predatory list. So there are more than 36,000 journals fall in this list. Out of 50,000, only 14,000 journals are in the good, we can say with the good peer review process. but more than 36,000 journals falls in the predatory list, right? They attract you in the many ways. You know how they attract you? They will send you the personal emails. They'll send you the personal emails, like we will give you the editorial board membership, we will give you the editor in chief, you join our journal, you publish your paper in our journal, we will make you the reviewer. And they will send you the nice personalized emails, to attract you. And they will tell, we will publish your paper in fast track in 10 days, 15 days, 20 days, 30 days, or 5 days. And they charge the huge money. And see, they give the certificate of publication. I have seen this trend many at many places. Even I did when I was publishing my first or second paper. I thought, like, okay, certificate of publication will be something amazing if we get the publication. Guys, come on. What is certificate of publication? If you are publishing your article, that is your certificate, that will be circulated to complete society, that will be circulated to the whole society. There is no need of any certificate of your publication. Who will see that publication? Public will see, public, your society, your peers will see your paper, not the certificate. So your published paper is your certificate. So they just, this certificate for publication is just to attract you. You should not attract to the certificate of publication. They will have the signing websites, very nice websites. Okay, wow, this journal should be very good, and this journal, you will feel like, oh wow, this website is awesome. They have very good animations, they have nicely showing some beating hearts. If it just to give you an example, if it is from the cardiology, they will show you the beating hearts on this website. If it is related to some technology, they will showing the person doing MRI on that. So you will be attracted easily to that kind of journals. And they will show the fake indexations. So before going to that journals, if you are clear that you want to publish in Scopus, just check the journal in Scopus, check the journal's name in Scopus, you will get everything. If it is in PubMed, just keep that journal's name in Scopus, PubMed, it will come. If it is given only in the journal's website, just do not go blindly and publish your article. You have to cross verify, you have to cross check, correct? Then now it is like a Bell's predatory list. How it came? It came from the Bales. Bales was a librarian. He was very intelligent and brilliant. He was handling all the journals of the world in his library in US and Britain. So later part, he made a list that, by his own sense, he made a list that these kind of journals, or these journals, are top rated. These journals are read by the almost all peers, almost all the researchers. But these papers, these peers, these papers, or we can say journals, are not read by anyone. And these journals are charging so much money, and the quality of papers are not good at all. So based on that, this Bales made a list, and that list shows the publishers, and even the publications, and even the journals. So let's check out just one second. I'll show you how it works, the Bales list. Today I may take 15 minutes extra, but I think it is the last class, so you can bear it. So Bales list, here you can see the journals, you can see the publishers. So if you want to see the Bales list, the publishers, guys, these all publishers are waste. These all publishers are Bale, in the Bale's predatory list, potential predatory scholarly list. Okay, this is the original list of made by a Jeffrey Bell. You can search here. If you want to go for standalone journals, you can go here. You can check the original list. So you can check it here in the Bell's list also if you want. But sometimes Bell's list doesn't work. I'll tell you, it has some disadvantages also. Why it has some disadvantages? Because why it has disadvantages? Because some journals are recently indexed in PubMed or recently indexed in Scopus or something, but they do not have removed from the Bell's list. Bell's list is not updated exactly recently, and sometimes the journals charges the money, but they are in the Scopus or other indexed, but sometimes they show in the Bell's list also, correct? but universities and all, they accept the indexation, not they don't go to the Bell's list. Okay, now I'll tell you the simple online referencing techniques. I think this journal selection is done from my side. If you guys have any question, we can take up after the session. So online easily, easy references. So there are the three standard referencing tools. One is EndNote, one is Jotero, one is Mendeley. These tools gives you your references in a sequence and in a desired manner. Like if you want your manuscript and the citation in Vancouver style or Harvard style or any AMA style or IMA style, right? Every journal has their own style, correct? So if you want to cite your articles in that manner, you can use EndNote, Jotero or Mendeley. But these are very much expensive. Sometimes university provide, but these are expensive, and these three referencing tools need the expertise. You should be very much expert in EndNote, you should be very much expert in operating Jotero or Mendeley, correct? You need to be expert, and you may need subscription to use these three, because these three are standard. But I'll tell you, free and easy referencing tools. Free and easy referencing tools. Of course, these are sometimes not trusted, but these are not trusted, but you will get a good this thing. You will get a good referencing. Let's check one by one. These are two things. What actually sometimes I also use. These are not standard, but we use that because these are good and they're satisfied. See, Google Scholar. I was talking about the Scholar that day, right? Scholar.google.in. Here. Yeah. You can tell me any name of any journal, any published paper. Like if I type here, herpes, I hope my paper will come here. Simplex keratitis induced let's check it. Okay, we just have to look at the referencing. So this paper has come here. So how to go for the indexing, how to go for the referencing from here? Here you will keep the title of the paper, just title of the paper, and you will search. This paper will come here exactly here. Okay, so this paper is coming here. Now how to go for the referencing? See, you can see this comma mark, apostrophe mark, you can see here. You just click on this. See, cite. Every manner it is coming here. MLA style, APA style, Chicago style, Harvard style, Vancouver style. And you can even directly download to EndNote, WebText or RefMan, ReferencesMan or RefWorks. You can directly cite from here also, from Google Scholar, right? Just copy and you can paste it anywhere. It will come in the same style, whatever you want. Like I'll just say, just a second. You can just paste it in the Word file, it will come. Yeah. So I'll share. Yeah, I'll just show you this Word file. Not this, sorry. I think I've shared the wrong file. Yeah, just check out. See, here it is coming in the exact Vancouver style, your reference, right? So you can cite it, you can directly pick your reference from Google Scholar. Then another site I'll tell you guys, cite this for me. If you want to organize in website only, cite this for me is the website name is cite this for me. Okay, just I think 5 more minutes, not more than 5 minutes, or maximum 2-3 minutes, that's all. Okay, so right, this site has come now here, correct? This site is here. Now you have to select which bibliography type you want. There are everything in this website. You will get everything, whatever site you want, whatever journal's name you want, because American Heart Association has different, American Institute of Physics has different citation purpose. So whatever you want, it will come here. But the major popular things are AMA, APA, Chicago, Harvard, and Vancouver. So just select Vancouver, right? Now there are few things, sometimes you are reading from the journal, sometimes you are reading from the website. You can see here in the website, if you want to cite any website, if you want to make a reference of website, you can click here and just copy the URL and keep in the website part. You can keep here and you can search, it will automatically come, it will automatically make that. And if you want journal website, sorry, journal, just go here, click on the journal, keep the DOI number or keep the article title and search here. It will come down, it will come in a list. And like I'll just show you
Excuse me, sir, we
yes,
can't see the screen when you're sharing that.
you cannot see the screen,
Which you have taken to that side. We are not able to see, we can see only the document.
oh I'm
Word
sorry,
document.
I'll just check it out then. Oh, I forgot to share then. Okay, no problem. So yeah, so the website name is, I'll just take a minute, cite this for me. Okay, cite this for me. You can select here, right? The website will open. You can choose here your citation state, whatever you want, AMA, APA, Howard, or Vancouver. Just as Vancouver is very much famous, you can choose Vancouver. If you want to cite from website, you can click in the website, put your URL, website URL or keyword here, search, it will come down, and you can directly add to the bibliography. Okay. And then if you want to go to the journal, if you have an article, you can go to the journal, keep your article title here or enter a DOI here. I'll just pick something from anywhere. Okay, like this only. I'll just pick from here, Google Scholar, some just simple normal title of the article, search. Yep, see, it has come here. This you have to search, like you can search identification of mammalian like purple phosphate in a wide range of plants. You can cite, you just can click on cite, so everything will come here. The author is G Senk, published in 2000. Article title is here, journal was Gene, issue number was 122 and volume number 250, page 117 to 125. Continue, you can click on continue. Everything will come, all the author's name, every detail will come here. Complete citation, you have to click on complete citation. It will come downside, here your bibliography is here. Why it is good, why this site is good, why cite this for me is good and I like it, because you can search as many as articles in one shot. If you go to the new citation, new article, like this. Okay, next search this. What is the benefit here? Here journal article, just search it, one sec. Yeah, here it has come here, cite, continue, right, and complete citation. So without login also, if you are running from any computer, if you're running this site from any computer, your bibliography is saved for 15 days. See, like if I am running this site from this computer, my bibliography will saved here for next 15 days, even without login, even without creating an account. Even without creating an account, my bibliography is saved here for next 15 days. You can make a bibliography up to 50 articles in once. And if you want more, you have to create an account and you can, then it will increase, correct? But it is not paid actually. If you want to go for more than 100, then you have to pay something, but less than 100 you can make it like that. And now nothing to do, you can just copy and paste. You can take your bibliography here, you can come here, you can check here, copy and paste. You can follow my cursor, copy and paste. Yes, so see, it will come like this. Your number one was this, number two was this, right? You got your article, you can copy and paste in your Word file. Got it? It is very simple, right guys? Okay, so Now I'll just come back to the web presentation. We will just not share this, and yeah. Oh my God. Oh. I think the presentation is over. Nothing is there. I want to just thank you all. 1 sec, I'll just check it out. A minute. Yeah, let's share it. Yeah, so I think we are done. Yes, thank you guys for listening, and thank you Krishna sir for giving me this opportunity. It was a fantastic this research series, and I think I have covered most of the things from article types to journal selection and how to write an article, and what are the types of article, what are the components of article. I hope many people are now aware of the articles and they can go for some good research. So I'd like to thank Dr. Anumaya sir and Dr. Sabu sir and Dr. John Solomon sir, chairperson IRC, and Dr. Krishnananda sir, HOD Department of CVT, for this opportunity and for this collaboration. I really liked and enjoyed it. So if you have any doubt, you can anytime contact me. I'll be here only, and just one email away or just one call away. So, and Miss Rekha, thank you very much for the good and best coordination. Thank you all for listening,
Thank
and
you, sir.
it
Thank
was
you
a
so
wonderful
much
thing.
for all your efforts to give a good presentation for us to improve our knowledge in the field of research. And today's presentation was really, really very benefiting. We got a broad knowledge about how to search article. And since it was like you did it like it's a live, so we understood it better. So we really thank you for all these efforts, sir.
I want to thank you all, and if you have questions, you can ask me now. No problem. Anyone have any question? Can open their mic and ask the questions. No problem. I think no questions. Okay, so thank you guys. Thank you very much, and good night. Take care. Bye.
Thank you, sir. Thank you, sir.
Thank you. Bye.